Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Dandadan, episode 10. And, well, they do addressed, like, at the end of the last episode, just after they were all three of them, after they finished the whole, defeated the whole alien, they're all in the halls butt naked, basically. Well, Ken was, but then Momo and Ira in their lingerie, so then they're in the nurse's office. This nurse, I'm like, which her name is Queen. I mean, like, just with the whole thing with, like, it's not a whip or anything, but like one of those things, like, I don't know, maybe call it a whip though, but they're all just like, oh, why are you all running around naked and stuff like that, right? And then I mean, it's one of the few things, one of the few teachers that we see in this school, you know. But this whole thing with this nurse, I'm like, why she have this whip, you know? And like, wait, is she the whole disciplinary nurse in this school? I don't know. And so, but then for but after all, they do address that with. Well, first with Ira, you know, all of her classmates, you know, because of her popularity though, but they said talking basically bad mouthing Momo because of the whole thing, right? Where she spread that rumor from earlier, right? Well, she finally, I thought it was pretty a decent character moment with her, you know. She admitted that she's the one who started that rumor. Say don't talk badly about Momo. So I thought that was pretty good. That was a good character moment. You know, she admitted that she caused that because, especially after what they've been through. So she wanted to want anyone bad mouthing her or say anything bad about her. So she admitted that mistake that she did, and she leaves, and their class are like what? And so, but then Momo was talking to her, is like, hey. You know, it's like, hey, you know what? If we're say stuff about me, I can do that. You know, it's no big deal. And she's like, well, of course it is. You know. So you get some. So I felt, you know, first of all, I think the show itself is very well written. It's first of all, the comedy is. Once again, like I said, the comedy is pure gold. You know, but I think it's very well written with the characters as well. You know, the characters I thought were very well written as well. Let alone it's a well written show as well. And so then then Momo addresses finally addresses with Ken, is that the whole thing, why were you on top of each other? Well, he was saying that she was trying to kiss him out of the blue, which is true. And he said, well, but then what were you doing by yourself then? She's like, well, I was trying to work out. I was trying to make myself stronger without you knowing about it though. So he's like, oh, wow, you're so vain. I'm like, well, I'm a guy, right? You know, of course. So you get these characters are just like, you know, well, firstly, especially with Momo and Ken, they play off each other so well. You know, the chemistry is very well together. You know, with between these two. And then that mantis shrimp guy, one with the boxing gloves. He comes out, and he's leaking, and then he passes out, and they bring him to Momo's house, and they give him food and wearing pajamas as well, and he's so certainly he gives a heartfelt apology about what he did, you know, and I'll never harm you again. I'm so sorry. And he gives us this story that, you know, his son is very sick. He needs new blood constantly. And it gives us the whole thing about his wife that died because of the same ailment. So he needs money, not the money that we use, but a different type of payment. And it was like because you see he's explaining he needs blank, but it's worded out though. So like what? And so. And also funny the fact that, you know, that he's an alien, right? But Momo's grandma doesn't believe he's a Kappa, which is which we try to explain the theory of Kappas are kind of like aliens. But she's fully believe it, even though he's right in her house. But and the thing is, like, since he needs help financially, you know, and like, but Ken, he offers his manhood to him to give to him to help. First of all, after all the trouble of getting his man and his junk and one of his balls back, you know. Yeah, I get it. You want. It's a noble thing that you want to help somebody in need, especially for an alien, though. But me personally, I wouldn't give it to anybody, you know. I wouldn't do that. But it's a cartoon, I know, but you're not supposed to think too deep about it, though. But he says, hey, I'll help you no matter what. But mostly you don't need to do that, though. So, but then he was gonna leave, but then Momo's grandma is saying that, smelling him's like, smells familiar. It's kind of rancid though, but it smells familiar. Now with their blood, his blood or his species blood is milk blood. When he was leaking at the school, when he was approaching Momo and Ira, before he passed out, he was leaking. His blood was white. So basically, it was milk. That's basically what his blood is. It's milk, but not his milk. It's cow's milk. Yeah, it's cow's milk. To be specific, because he drank a whole carton of regular milk though, but it says, oh, it tastes a little thin. Because they put some hormonal things, you know, for us to make it taste better, right? What he needs is cow's milk from an actual cow. So you can have that. That's basically what he needs for payment, right? So hey, Grandma has asked a dairy farmer to give him a cow. They literally give him a cow. So he's back in his spaceship, lifts the cow up into the ship. Which kind of takes in the play of, you know, of the whole thing about the whole aliens abducting cows, right? Because there was like a video from a while back, you know, or I don't know how long it was. There was a video where a cow just got lifted up and disappeared into light, you know. So it's kind of taking a play on that though. So, and the guy says, "Hey, if you never need help, I'll be there to help you." But the thing is, how are you gonna contact him, huh? You don't have a telephone or anything, or a cell phone. So, yeah, okay, but yeah, even though you have no way to contact him, but he'll help the guys, he'll help them out though, so which is nice though. And despite the fact a literal UFO was taking the cow and he flew back, right? Grandma was still saying, "Oh, that's an alien. That was an actual UFO." And she's like, "Nah, it's still a Kappa." And then afterwards, because now they're all begging for school uniforms to have the grandma pay for them, right? And it's like, well, for Ira and Ken, I'll get you get uniforms, but not Momo. And then she has to like do this impersonation, right? And then when she answers the door, turns out now he throws in another wrench in there where the childhood friend of Momo shows up, and it turns out also it was her first love as well. So now we don't only get the love triangle between Ira, Momo, and Ken. Now it's becoming like a love square now. Because now with this childhood friend thrown in now it's going to be a whole thing where now the whole love triangle is going to be back and forth against each and every one of them now. From Ira to Ken to Momo, this guy to Momo. It's going to be a lot. This love square is going to be very hectic now. So now we finish helping the mantis shrimp guy off. Gladly had to help his family with his son, basically. Give him a whole cow. Now it throws in this childhood friend of Momo's was also her first love now, and to much Ken's surprise, so that's gonna be. That's going to be a whole now difficult thing for him now. Because we know for the fact that he's absolutely crushing on Momo. Now throwing this guy in there, you know. So yeah, but episode 10 was absolutely, once again, was 10 out of 10 once again. Not only in its comedy, but it's well written characters, and let alone the show itself is well written. I've been really enjoying the show. It's one of the better shows I've seen. It's no doubt. It's one of my top 3 favorite shows of this year. Because I've seen a lot of good ones this year, but this one is definitely in my top 3. So yeah, Dandadan episode 10, thumbs up once again, and cow milk. Or milk blood, That's what he has, milk blood, cow milk, Especially cow milk. That's the best. One of the things that's the hilarious thing about it is their blood is cow's milk. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time. Later.